Hey YouTubies. So we're a little into the process of doing this job, and Grandpa over here convinced me of making a YouTube video on this one when I didn't plan on it. So we're making this one on my phone, and we're gonna wing it, we're gonna ding it, and we're gonna do what we can. But we're just in here painting the ceiling, you know, because whoever painted it before has some terrible cut jobs, and you know, in the corner over there, you could see it's just not the same color. Yeah, there was a big patch. And then I don't even think that's painted at all. So, we gotta blend it. So the whole ceiling's gonna get painted to make it easy. And all this stuff on the walls, we had to cover up. We got the floor, we still gotta cover up. The computer got shut down and covered up. Grandpa's masking off the last line there so we could get ready to paint here. I should be getting the brushes and the roller and stuff ready, but you know, I gotta take the video. You guys convinced me. So if you watched us paint before in previous videos, you know we're gonna go with the roller and the bucket, the grid style, you know, and the white Dove roller cover. You know, Grandpa's got the big ol' paintbrush. Poor thing looks like it went through hell. Hopefully she's okay in there. But Grandpa's a master. He knows how to use that big boy. So you gotta pick which roller you want to use, and you know, just feel them out first. Feel them out. Oh, I don't know. This one looks cleaner. That one almost rolls better. See that? I don't know, you tell me. Which one do you think is better? I'm gonna go with the new one, just because I like the new stuff. Did you see that? Not bad. First try. Now that we have a proper clean bucket. Drop. Drop. Bucket roller. Ready. Oh, Grandpa's almost halfway around. He's flying. As usual, I can never keep up with this guy when I'm doing these videos. Got the classic tunes going behind the plastic. Got the plastic walls. Grandpa's got the light and the rounds. We got the tarps on the floor. We got the bucket in here. We got the borrowed step stool. Thanks, Jim. Everything's ready to go. Yeah, we got the floor down there too. Grandpa's bringing in our paint. Oh my goodness. White feet. Gallon or two in there? Yeah. Ooh, you see that? It's painting time. Dippy dippy, roly roly. The plan is Grandpa's gonna work his way around, and then when he's done in this little section, I'm gonna jump in there with the brush and kind of follow him. You know, so we're gonna go around the vent, the light, and all four corners. You know. The stuff is blending. You can hardly tell right there, the new paint versus the old. Now you can see a little more where he's been with the light on her. But yeah, he's flying. You know, it's only been like 2 minutes. So it's almost time for me to get the step stool and the brush and just do something. Alright, Grandpa whooped out all the rolling. I got the square round, I got that. Grandpa's finishing up the light. Because I'm pulling the paper. And just look at them crispy lines now. You want to see it in progress? Check her out. I'm not BSing you. Crispy. So instead of watching paint dry, I'm gonna take a warm snack. We got the paper peeled all the way around. She just looks pretty dang good, alright? Oh, and you know, my hand was pretty good with very minimal paint on it until you pull the masking paper. And now I'm just covered, you know, both hands. Dang it. I guess that means I'm doing it right. If you're not dirty, it's not going to be correct. Or draw blood, you know. You draw blood or get dirty, and that's how you know the job was done right. Ceiling is drying out really good. Warm snack. We came back and dropped our plastic down. We came over here, started setting up, and then went and had lunch. And, you know, a Frosty and some French fries and a burger. Let me know. Let's have a debate in the comments if you're a French fry dipper in your Wendy's Frosty, you know. Dip, dip, scoop. But minus that, Grandpa's already started in here after lunch. So, you know, as you can see, this big white spot is the reason why we're painting the whole ceiling. Eventually the whole room, but today just the ceiling. Cruising right along, guys. We got that part. Grandpa's rolling half the dang room in like no time, man. I got 1 1/4 wall brushed, while Grandpa's gotten half a ceiling. But I had to put down the brush because I need to move that tarp over here so Grandpa could keep flowing. You know, that's the brusher's job, to keep that guy moving fast. He shouldn't have to stop. And when you didn't bring enough tarps, this guy behind the camera has to work just a little harder. Tarp moved. Successful. You know, and look at that. Another 1/4 of the room Grandpa done got, man, just in time. Look at that. You see that? That's like 2 feet. I had just enough time. 2 feet. 2. I better pick this back up, catch up. You know, because I've got some catching up to do. The corner's looking pretty good. You know, I'm right about here somewhere. Almost caught up with Grandpa, but you gotta leave the room so he can work. You don't need to be stepping in each other's buckets and stuff. So, I just figured I'd pick up the camera and show you where the last 1/4 tiny bit of ceiling here. And I got this and that wall and that. And then we walk away, let her dry, make sure that there's no blue showing through, which so far looks pretty dang good, you know. So, we'll find out once it dries though. Hang in there. We're gonna keep going. Simple. You know. Now it's time to wait. You know. We just mainly brush this corner to make sure that corner's got the maximum amount of paint without it running down the wall. So when we do come back and get this wall later, we can do a nice pretty line right there. It looks good. I don't see the blue showing through. Hey, that rhymed. The patch looks real good. Can hardly see it from both sides. Ceiling's still drying, but looks wonderful. So we moved on, and Grandpa's already starting to take care of the mud work. You know, filling holes and the naughties. Like, so many holes. You know, like, were there shelves or something? Now you're probably thinking, why in the hell is he doing mud work after he just painted? You know, because we do things wild. That's how we do it. You know, let the ceiling dry while we do something else. You know, something pre-planning or not, it'll work. Grandpa came through, got this mud work slanged out. You know, slanging mud all over. You know, and we started working our way out into the living room here. And our papering away as I go, you know, getting these little areas that we need to get. And we realized it's time to go. We got to pick up the little dude from school soon. So we went ahead and got our trash bag set up. Made a little goodie pile for us over there. But the main goal was to get the office going so Grandpa Jim can use his home office and work from home again. So we got that set up. We got this room going, so that's a plus. And moving out in the living room, still a good day, alright? Not as much as we planned, but plenty. We're back. We're gonna be a little quieter today because Grandpa Jim's over there working. And Grandpa over here was very unhappy with this patch previously, so he said, nah, we're gonna redo that one. So, you know, that's okay. We're gonna redo that one and move on. I'm out here though. Grandpa's in here. Alright, so we got our tarps. We got the Alex today. He's got no school, summer break time. He's watching the TVs. You know, we got the stuff. So now I need to plastic up that stuff so we can address the stuff on the wall here and the stuff on the ceiling over here. So I need to move the tables and plastic some stuff off. You know, it's a good start so far. Okay, Grandpa had to break off and help me plastic because holy cow, everything kind of became a pain to do by myself. So we got most of it all plastered off. Now we got some scraping to do and it's mess making time. You know what I'm saying? Alright, so Grandpa's gone wild. He's got the dang couples over here, you know. We need the ladder to get to the one over here. And we just went ahead and plasticked the head. I was scraping away here, you know, and I still got to do from like here to here, but I'll get there. It's just messy, you know. So far, so good today, man. I'm pretty impressed. We're kind of flying, and I feel like we're also being slow at the same time. You know, I don't know how that happens. We're getting a lot done, and I feel like, you know, I don't know. Okay, a little update time. You know, I don't know if you could tell, but it's snowing out there. So, you know, we have a little bit of a drive home. So that means it's snow, we wrap it up, we call it a day. So, Grandpa's finishing up the mud work that he can. You know, because we already got it set up. And I'm going back over here, you know, unwrapping the stuff that needs to be unwrapped so they can live through the weekend, because, you know, we don't want to work on the weekend, no way. Okay, so what I'm doing is I'm just like rolling it, you know. Just like so. And we're just gonna tuck it back yonder way. You see? And then now that's usable. And then all we have to do is just come back and pick up our tarps and it's good to go. We got the quick roll up over there. We took this section down, just folded it up over here. Rolled that up. We left this, you know, we got the tarps rolled up. Just literally rolled up to the sides. We're gonna leave this one, it'll be alright. We undid that couch too, you know, give them their living space back. No tarps over yonder way. We gave good access to the restroom, cut a hole in the door, and taped that down real nice. That room is good to go. It's on hold. So that's our day. We're gonna wrap it up, head out of here, and be back next week. Oh, hey, didn't see you there. We're back over here, and we're doing some more mud work. This is from previous. It looks good. Grandpa likes it way better. He's gonna give it another second coat though. You know. And we got the little bits over there still. And we just got here, and I was offered a Rice Krispie treat. And how do you say no? So, thanks a lot, Brenda. So we got our tarps spread out a little bit again. You know, we went the easy way over here. Instead of putting a whole plastic up, we just used one of our floor tarps. And that's because today, it's a very little day. We're just gonna do another second coat on the mud and move on. Come back another day. Because Grandpa, he don't want to wait for the mud to dry today. Other things to do. I got the sanding task, you know, to do the shapings on the corner, you know, and flow out just a couple of these little ugly lines here. You can see how it looks kind of more after I've sanded versus before. You know, like here's that transition right whoop to where sanded. But you know, you don't give her a lot. Just, you see that? Watch this. Not too much. Sanding sucks. But it's got to be done sometimes. There's no avoiding it, okay? But the results are always pretty good. Look at this. You know, got a nice little round corner now. All the crazy choppies are mostly gone. So when Grandpa does his little second coat here, all those will disappear. I got this corner too. She looks pretty good. Woo-wee. I got the little edge on the outside there. Whoosh. You know, look at that. Ooh, we got a little bit of a hard one. 3 corners and 1. But you know, don't freak out. Let's go, you know, start from the outside. Bring her in this time. You know. It'll like tell you how it wants to be. You don't want to overuse these. See that? See how that old texture's still poking through? That's too much. So chill there, chill. We'll go back from the opposite way. You know, light pressure. Look at that corner. Whoosh, smoothing right out. Now you see these little lines, it smooth those out. Perfect. Now let's do this. Just take her easy, you know? She needs a little more in here. This is a little low. You can see that. So we're gonna stop it right there. You know? It's beautiful. It's the best you could do. That's why you do 2 coats of some icing or mud. You know what I'm saying? So I got some sanding all wrapped up on that end. Let's go see what Grandpa's doing. Oh, see? Skimmed her out again. It looks beautiful. It's little back sides. Ready for texture almost. Look at this icing maker over here. Woo! Just smooth as glass. Man's got skills. I forgot a couple. Uh-oh. Get her done, Mikey. Get her done. Because now he's over there. He's going to catch up to me in no time. Grandpa is working his magic on the last couple. Got these 2 over here. And then the door jamb ones I forgot over there. You know, so we're getting almost done. What I started doing is cleaning back up on this end behind Grandpa. Because, you know, the mud is drying. And look how good it looks. You know? Really smooth. That's right. 2 coats. Really good. I'm gonna roll this tarp up real quick. You know, just the quick way. Just like that. I bet you didn't think I literally meant roll that tarp up. Because I did. Grandpa is cleaning out the pan. It is, we're done pretty much, okay? So we got a pan cleanup, a couple things else to pick up. We're done and out of here for the day. We'll come back tomorrow and do some texture. We're back. And Grandpa Jim back there working again, so it's gonna have to be a quiet day, which is hard because we're doing texture, which is a really loud day. But anyways, we got all our plastic up, spread out, you know, and Grandpa's out here. He's getting a bucket ready for some texture, so I'll get that, you know. Whoop! Right in the bucket, my friends. Look at that, Grandpa's got skills. Look at that. No mess. So, there's no power over there. We brought our bucket over here, you know, because this drill has a pretty long cord on it. So why set up an extension cord? I'm gonna come right here. Grandpa's already got the whip. He's got his water in there. I missed it. I don't know how much water's in there, but there's a couple of spungas. You see the spunga? Just squeeze. loosey-goosey.
Yeah, it's all texture. Try not to hit the edge of the bucket with the blade. You have a bunch of plastic in there.
Right. Floppy wings is giving it.
Still not falling through.
Sounded familiar.
There's that sloppy noise we're looking for. So close. And that'll fall in. It'll be okay. I'd like to see strings on it, you know?
Right.
There we go. There's
Yeah.
our strings. Okay.
That's what we're looking for.
And when that'll almost clean off while it's happening, I feel like you're pretty good. Look at that.
Heck yeah, you can see the metal showing through. That's good consistency right there, fellers. And fillets, as Vice Grip will say. Okay, so you need the JBL, you know, to do some work properly. And also to do some texture. You want one of these machines now, okay? Now granted, this thing is 20 years old. It's actually like 18 years old. But you know, it gives you the spray gun or the hopper style, so you can either put your mud in here or you could put it in the gun. You know, we're gonna do it in the gun because we only got a couple patches. We're not doing the entire room. Now you necessarily don't need this machine to do texture. You can definitely use a normal hopper gun and an air compressor. But this machine, it regulates a even air pressure for the texture and creates just like a perfect texture every time. You know, instead of hassling with your gun, your air and all that nonsense. This is straight to it. Put your mud in there, turn the dang machine on, and spray away. You know what I'm saying? Alright, YouTubies, so we put the cart in front of the horse twice now. Alright. Yeah. And we filled up our hopper with some mud. We got ready to go and realized, holy cow, we still got some knocking, some sanding to do. Oopsie. And then we realized that we completely forgot this little guy. So we're gonna stuff him full of mud real quick and hopefully it dries good enough, fast enough to be able to get the texture on in the same time. So, you know, it happens. Yeah, that's on. We got a little mess in that hole right there. I'll have to clean.
That'll work.
you see them shots on the wall over there from way back here? Whoa-wee! I need to get the hose. I need to get some more hose going. A little bit of knockdown time. You know, we gave her like 20 minutes, maybe like less. You know, I don't know. It was some time.
It was too long, actually.
Yeah, maybe a little too long, as Grandpa says. But you know, look at that. Would you just look at that? He hadn't got over here yet, so don't look too hard. But this one, you know, just, you know, looks pretty dang good. Blended. You see that wall? Holy cow. The concentration. That's how you know it's going to turn out great, because the effort is put into it. Oh yeah, I bet you there's a mess in there still I need to get to. Oh no. I'll claim that mess up, okay? Okay, so let's get up closer. You see these little like bumpies right there? You know, don't freak out about those and keep running your blade over it, because you're just gonna ruin it. So leave those there and let the knockdown dry, and then come back and with a knife blade, you know, and you'll be good to go. Just chill. Just, these are okay. They're not the end of the world. Getting her done pretty quickly here. Swipey, swipey. You know, you want to go both directions so you don't have just, you know, lines. You can see that sometimes. You see? Oh, there goes the other way. Oh. See what I'm saying? Don't just, you know, flatten it out. Do you see this corner? Like, holy cow, the skills that Grandpa's got with the mud works. You know, Grandpa's got this wrapped up real quick. You know, here's a quick look at this one. Looks pretty darn good. He's already moved on back yonder into the bedroom. Oh, he's not in the bedroom. He's over here. The quickies. You know, they're over here playing video games while Grandpa's working. You know, both Grandpas actually. We're into the bedroom now, and this one, it looks like it's moister, wetter than the other ones. But Grandpa's saying, nope, it's drier than the others. But it's still knocking down now. See? He's just, he's on another level to get stuff done, okay? So while Grandpa finishes up those last few, you know, it's time to move on. Me and Cody there, we're gonna go hit the junkyard here after this. So I'm gonna keep going. I'm gonna start taking down shop again, putting the plastic away so they can use their living room again overnight. And that's the plan. Now we're back to usable, you know, stuff still wrapped up, but you know, still can reach stuff. Couch, other couch, living room, flooring. You know, we're good to go. That's the day. Me and this guy back down there, we can go to the junkyard, do some other fun stuff. Well, we gotta pack up the truck and then we'll do that. Yep, you just watched us scrape those down. That means we're back another day. And so now we're getting ready for paint. Grandpa's got his bucket, you know how we do it with the grid. You know, we don't use those trays. Shoot, we got the tones going. We got the tarps down. And, you know, just for future. You don't really want to overlap your tarps, but since there's no paint on them yet, we're not gonna get paint underneath them yet. So now that this one has paint on it, as you see, we won't put a tarp on top of it so we don't spread the mess. You know, the goal is to keep it clean. But that's how we're gonna do it for now because, you know, tiny room, big tarps. It's happening. It's rolling on the ceiling. You know, I started with the vents so I can get my fingers working. It's actually this hand. This is my painting hand. But anyways, this is my pointing hand. And then I came over here, did a little heat with fire alarm thing. And now that Grandpa's moving, I came into this corner. And then I'm just gonna slowly follow him. Taking my time. Yep, it's happening. 3/4 of the way done here. You know, all I gotta do is chase that little section wall and then that long one. You know, and I'm good. And then Grandpa's just got that little triangular section there. So we're good. It's flying, and we can move out the door and go out there. And it's only been like 5 minutes. We got the room painted, well, the ceiling over yonder way. So we came over here in the kitchen area. You know, started masking again because it's this ceiling's turn because patches here and patches there, you know. Just piece by piece it though, because there's so much going on. Families here, stuff like that. We've been mad. We've been going crazy, okay? We got the tarps. We got the plastics. Grandpa's doing the corner caulking. You know, we got a little bit of plastic to put on this wall. You know, so we can paint up to this point, maybe somewhere close to the ceiling fan. And get that whole section done on the ceiling. That way we can come back and move all this gear where our tarps are. And just, you know, do the flippy floppy stuff. It's not ideal, for sure. But you know, that's how work is. You never get to do it the way you want. So we're gonna continue. We're gonna get the job done the right way. So here it is. Pretty much prepared for some ceiling paint. So we've been here a little bit of time. It's warm snack time. It's like Grandpa said, we need a little bit of motivational therapy so we could just keep on going smooth as we have all morning, all right? Oh, I just dipped my thumb in my section of paint that you're not supposed to.
That's a good start. That always makes you start to think,
So here we are. Grandpa's went ahead and started rolling, so now I'm playing catch up.
own tots. Gosh. Come on, Pauline, give me some of your tots. Hoobies, the ceiling looks pretty good. Probably have to do it again, just because we don't think we have the right paint for this. This is sprayable only paint, but we got skills. We're gonna roll it anyway. Almost into the home free here to be able to swap over to the other side. Doing good. So we're flying. Half the dang ceiling is just about done. So we squished some more over and gained like, what is this? 6-8 feet, you know, because we're a little worried. Like, we're a little worried that we might have to do this twice because we're using sprayable paint, and you know, we like to do stuff against the rules sometimes. So we're rolling it, and we're afraid that we're gonna see lines through it because it's not gonna cover all the way. But we're not that worried about it because we could just roll it again, do a 2-coat thing, which we're not really fond of, but sometimes you have to. So we're gonna try and wing it, ding it, have lunch after we finish up that 8-foot section that we got there, and see what's left. Or not see what's left. We're gonna see how this looks in this section, and if we gotta recoat it, then we'll recoat it real quick after it's dried, so we don't have to move that stuff back and forth and back and forth. So is it gonna work? I don't know. I don't know. We're praying that it's a one and done situation, but we're playing our cards on the safe side this time. Busted out that 8 feet in no time. So now we're gonna take a little warm snack and some lunch, or lunch and then a warm snack, one or the other, something like that. And we'll come back and see how this looks, because you could see it drying now. It looks all stripy, so don't freak out. It's just drying. Okay, so progress? Yes, something's happening. You know, moving stuff, it's not very fun. So, you know, just, you don't need to see us moving stuff. The only thing left to do now is just run our paper line around that wall and in there. This one doesn't matter because we're changing that color. They don't like that dark brown. We also got our tarps laid out. We're about ready to go right after we do some papering. Back at it. Got that paper up. Grandpa's already rolling, you know. So better dip my brush and go catch up. And wouldn't you know it, momentarily later, it's all white. Peeled that paper real fast. We got some crispy lines. Can you see them? Yeah, and it looks like that all the way around. Well, minus that wall, you know, because we're gonna paint that one, so we'll come back and get that one. But all the walls that we're not gonna paint, they look good. Here it is. We did a quick wrap up. This is what we're dealing with. Grandpa said I'm ready to go. I had a long day. It's about 3 o'clock, so you know, we decided to wrap it up. We also did a way quicker cleanup this time than we did previous times, you know, because we should be here back tomorrow. Should be back tomorrow. Chair, usable. Table, covered up still. You know, the TV. You gotta be able to use the TV. And instead of taking this whole plastic down like we have previous days, we just went ahead and rolled it up. Rolled it up. You know, and same thing here. Rolled it up, and gave her a little sticky there to hold her up. One there to hold her up. Stuff. We didn't get as much done as we had hoped, you know, but it's still a good day. Got a lot done. JBL is tuning. Grandpa is rolling. Me is a slacking. So I made a terrible mistake when we left over the weekend. And I left my brush in our wrapper. I forgot to take it home and clean it. But it is still mushy, you know. So we're gonna just hope I can dip it right back in the paint. Keep cruising. It's the best I can do, you know. Deserve it. Oof, she does not look good. She got a little deep. That paint definitely soaked up them bristles quite a bit.
Yeah. Yeah.
Bummer. It's alright. It'll wash out. So I think this might be the first time in history I was able to keep up with Grandpa for once. So I had a second to tell you guys about it, and I just had to say something. But we're almost to the end of our tarpage, so that means I need to start rolling this up. And as I talk to you guys, the further and further I get behind. But, you know, it's okay. And then we move stuff again, all over here. And, you know, yeah, I did forget to mention that we're doing this twice because we came in this morning and, you know, like I said, we were using the wrong paint. It should be spray on, but, you know, we like to defy the rules a little bit. And, you know, it's a little stripy. You see the one there? It's not exactly what we like to leave behind. Hard to tell on camera, but oh, you can see that little brown spot there, and you know, it's just not even. It's not even. Moving stuff again. You know, we gotta do what we gotta do to be able to keep on going. But this stuff is drying so much faster today, you can't even tell where we were at. But we were somewheres in this range, just past the fan. So we're just gonna continue on, keep on painting, and then we'll come back and get that wall and stuff like that. See this? And that, and that, and that, and that, and that, and that. Those are called drips. That's exactly why you don't want your tarps to overlap like we have them here. Like this is perfect, you know, because you don't want to spread those. But this one over here, can you see that? That's a drip. That's what we call a lake. You gotta watch out for those, okay? Because those will spread everywhere. You don't want to step on them, so we just like to wipe those ones up like that, you know. Look, there's another. And then the little ones dry out faster. but you gotta get rid of the lakes. Ceiling's just about wrapped up. All we gotta do is put the lights back on. Grandpa's over here cleaning out our buckets. But before we worry about those lights out yonder way, we're gonna come in here and paint these walls because they need this guest room. You know, there's a bed under here that needs to be built and put back in here. So we're gonna come in here and paint these walls yonder and then go back out there because this is more importante. But we did get our tarp set up. We're gonna have to run the masker on the baseboard line, but for that we need to use the duster and dust it off. I got the covers masked, you know, and this one I just did this way because I didn't want to go find the screwdriver. And that one looks pretty stripped, so I just figured we'll tape that one and then take the covers off and tape the rest. And while I did that, Grandpa's already, gosh dang, got half the room ceiling cut off. So I'm behind. I need to catch up, man. You know, that takes some skill to handle a pretty good straight line like that. You know. And shoot, look at that. And me fooling around with a camera, he went from there to there in like no time. Grandpa finished up like 10 minutes ago and left me in the dust. But that's alright, he was done. It is hot in here. But the room is finally done. I caught up to Grandpa, so here you go. Got this wall all wrapped up. Look at that. These patches, can't even tell that they were there. You know, like, look at that. Where did it go? Where is it? I don't know. Can you tell where that one on the ceiling was? Well, forgot about you guys.
A little chip on a car.
So, well, you know, we got painted and we did a whole lot of masking and stuff without just. Ooh, look at that crispy. Just look at that beautiful corner all the way down. Just perfect. Both ways. We got Grandpa back here finishing up the tan on the last wall. I got the gray starting to get prepared. I got this wall taken care of. I got the dang thingy moved. Got some tarpage. Got the covers off. I just need to come and tape these. Tape the baseboard. Get a tarp in this section. We're good to go. Little change of plans going on. So we realized we don't have another bucket to put the gray in without washing one. It's kind of late in the day. Nobody wants to wash a bucket. So we're just gonna wrap it up. Come by tomorrow and just do this gray wall. You know, simple day. All we'll have to do is mask it out, lay our tarps back down and paint it. So it's a bummer we didn't get it today, but we'll get it tomorrow. We're back another days. Got some stuff moved. We got a little helper. He's learning today. He wants to help. So we got our tarp set up and our paper. The paint is dripping in the bucket because we want every last drop. And now it's time to dunk in the paint. You know, we got our JBL tunes that are necessary, so that's great. And I don't know if you could tell me, but that is way lighter than the old color. That's the goal, is to try and lighten up this basement, so that's what we're gonna do.
Oh yeah.
Stops happening. Grandpa's already done got the whole top brushed out. So he's about to get ready with the roller, and I'm gonna have to chase him with the bottom sides. But I wasn't just sitting here on my booty now. I ran a nice little beautiful line of caulking on this because, you know, we were cracking down here, so we needed to fill that. So you might as well just go all the way yonder. So I took it over there too. The beginning of the process. Technically not the beginning, the middle of the process, you know, because we already started the beginning over here. But, you know, grab the picture, bring it in. Grandpa's almost got that little corner over there that I can start doing around the door jamb. You know, as he goes this way, I'll be going this way as well. We got some learning going on. That's a plus.
Beautiful.
Look at that. Master skills right there. It's almost like he knew what he's doing. Just look at his serious face. See it? See him? You know, look at the consistency of this guy. You know, the line, you know, it's pretty straight up here. That's good. That's good. He's a natural. Just look at him spreading it. Oh, dipping time.
Don't too much, Just take on the top of it.
And you just tell him how crispy that line looks. Okay, even in the corner. Here is the new color. Almost dry. Not really. But you can hardly tell the ceiling color from a distance. It looks pretty good though. You know, you get up close and you can see the gray versus the white. But holy cow, the whole room is brighter. So, task complete. Move all the furniture back and we're done and out of here. We didn't forget to put these on, so don't stress. Looks way better with those on. Boopy. We got the booby light back on. We got the pendant light back in. All the can lights are in. The trash is getting wrapped up. The furniture back in its home. Looks good with the new wall and the white ceiling. Alex is already enjoying it, watching the TVs. Too bad he's not watching Mikey's World, but that's all cool. So, I'm gonna help Grandpa pick up and get out of here. Well, since we're wrapped up, that means it's time to go. So, if you enjoyed us doing these patches and painting them up and, you know, doing a little color change, go ahead and give me a thumbs up. You know, comment if you got any questions or if you wanted to know something, because I'll comment back for sure. And subscribe to the channel, because, you know, sometimes we're working on a house, sometimes we're working on a car. Well, just, it's a variety of stuff we get into. So subscribe to the channel, stay around. Remember, we're here for a good time, not a long time. So don't forget to stay motivated. Thanks very much for watching.